I'm pretty sure almost every single girl, and maybe even some guys, have experienced those self-proclaimed nice guys. You know the ones I'm talking about, the ones who act super nice, super friendly, a little creepy in a way, especially when, you know, they've never really actually had a girlfriend in their life before. You know, those ones that'll message you 24 hours a day, being like, hey, how are you? How are you, princess? Beautiful. Good morning. And stuff like that. So, you know how it usually goes, you tell them, hey, you know, I like you as a friend, I'm not that interested in you, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like a switch flip, and all of a sudden, you know, they're insulting you, saying, oh, whatever, you know, I'm that hot, even though literally like 30 seconds earlier, they're dreaming about you. And yeah, we've all, you know, seen people like that before. But today, guys, what we're gonna be doing is checking out the Reddit forum for r/niceguys, and there is some actually very weird, very cursed things in here, and even just reading some of these, I swear, yeah, some people really need to like dish those like red pill Andrew Tate videos and start actually talking to women in a normal way, and maybe, just maybe, just maybe, they might get a girlfriend. Who knows? I'm watching my like camera flicker right now because it has like the hand motion thing, so that was weird. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna be going through Reddit r/niceguys, and we're gonna see how nice these guys really are. So the first one we have here is from this person. I'm assuming their name is Valeria, just with a bunch of numbers as their vowels. And the message starts out as, hey, how are you? Can we reschedule our meeting to 8 p.m? And the guy says, that's fine. So she says, great. Yeah, easy so far. And he proceeds to say, can we meet at Hurricane Bar and Grill? I don't have any other ideas. So she replies, I feel like we're just into different things. I don't really see us going anywhere. I think I'll pass on that one. And you know, she's just, you know, putting her boundaries. She's saying, hey, I don't see this being something more than just whatever this meeting's for, probably their coworker or something like that. And that's easy right there. You know, most guys, if they're trying to shoot their shot, they'd be like, all right, cool. Fair enough. But then instantly he starts taking the super hard defense, so he starts saying, no worries, I didn't really take you that seriously from the start, but I am curious what you wanted me to ask you to do for a first date. And she doesn't reply because I can already assume that she never even wanted a first date in the first place. So then he proceeds to go on saying, obviously you have something in mind, question mark. Eastern European girls are so weird. I'm Eastern European too. You got something against us, bro? Yo, you got something against us? Do you have something against Eastern Europeans? I'm coming for you. And he proceeds to say, and yes, he red flagged almost immediately. Yo, what's this guy got against Eastern Europeans, man? Come on. If Chili's isn't good enough for a first date, then you're already not that interested in me. Brother, Chili's for a first date, really? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say, you know, every guy on the first date has to take him to like a 5-star restaurant, take him somewhere and, you know, spend like hundreds of dollars and stuff like that. No, but come on, Chili's, you're better off just going to McDonald's at this point. At least then you can get like a 20-piece nuggets, and those things slap. So, but that's not the point, fellas. If you're looking for a first date for the first time in your life, plan things around, you know, what she likes. Does she like bowling? Does she like amusement parks? Does she like movies? Does she like picnics? I don't know. You know, to find something that you both can do, which is very, you know, adventurous, keeps you guys entertained throughout the day, and it's not something just quiet like a dinner. Because if things get awkward, now you're just both sitting there just, so what do you like to do for fun? But like, nah, you gotta, you know, keep the adventure going. You gotta make it something very fun. So anyways, back to the point like I was saying, he then proceeds to say, so I already passed yesterday. You need a younger, more gullible, more inexperienced guy. Yeah, because I'm sure this guy has all the experience in the world. And then the last message he says was, oh, and the actual answer to the last thing that made me smile was your weird looking head. See, bro, they're already getting defensive. The second some of these guys just get turned down, even in the most respectful way, they just start, you know, throwing cuss words out there, start throwing insults. Like, bro, she just let you down in a normal way. Why are you freaking out like that, man? So anyways, that was the first one. Let's get into what the next nice guy has to say. I'm sure this is going to be great. Okay, so this next one is definitely from some guy who crashed out over his relationship, probably where it's him thinking he's dating the girl and the girl is actually disgusted by him. So here we have it. This guy here says, I finally get it. Females don't want a nice guy to care for them. They want someone to beat the out of them. They want to be able to say how nice he was in the beginning, so they have a reason to go back. These days love getting slapped around. So if that's how I have to be to get some to like me, then sure, I can do that. Question is, do I quit my job too? See, the one thing that these guys really do not understand is like, I almost slapped myself in the face with this. But anyways, like I was saying, the thing that these nice guys don't understand is, bro, girls don't want a bad boy. They just don't want someone who's either A, only nice to them because they're trying to get something out of them, like a date or whatever it may be, or those guys who are, you know, how would I say it? Trying to be nice in a way that's like very creepy. Like, you just be respectful, just, you know, be real, be who you are, and just treat them like a normal human being. Like, yes, I get it. If you like someone, you know, you're gonna treat them a little better than other people. For sure, I get that. I've been in the same boat before. It happens. But when you're like stepping out of your way to really just be nice to people and it's to a point where it's creepy, girls are not gonna like that. They're gonna get creeped out and they're gonna not want to be interested in you. That's just how it is. So just because you're being too nice to the point where it's borderline creepy doesn't mean that girls just want someone that just hits them with a Mike Tyson 1-2. So please, for the love of God, don't start going around just socking women in the face with your fist, because I guarantee all that's gonna do is get you a date with Big Bubba in jail, and he's gonna be having that soap ready for you, my boy. He's gonna be there like, I heard you like hitting women. How would you like to get some hits? Maybe some hitting from behind. And then now all of a sudden you're on a date with Big Bubba and your butt hurts. So please, just don't hit women, please. It's not that hard. Okay, I love this next one because it's absolutely just mental. And it's from this person. They got a Snapchat. I don't know what the context is. There's only one photo in this Reddit post. But the guy says, maybe if I cheated and it was abusive, I'd be better at relationship, more attractive, who knows? Like, you're seeing where the issue with this is, right? Like, how do you get to that point in your mind where you're like, yo, if I cheated on my girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, I'd be more attractive? Like, what you think, like, before you cheat, you're just like, and then after, when you do cheat, you're just like how do you process this in your head? If you cheat, you're not attractive. Maybe you're an attractive person, that's what's allowing you to cheat. Sure, okay, there's some great looking people out there who have horrible personalities and they cheat, fair enough. But I highly doubt that this person is at that kind of physical attractiveness where they can just, you know, go out and cheat. So how about this? Here's some advice, all right? Work on yourself, get yourself to a point where you're happy with your own body, your own mind, your own, you know, life itself. And when you're confident in yourself and you're happy with yourself and you love yourself, you'll attract the right people. How will you do that? How we don't cheat? And yeah, let's just start from there, right? Okay, this next one's weird. It's like, yo, is this starting to kidnap? But anyways, so we have a Snapchat here, right? It's from this guy named Bradley. He says, so you're upset a man wants to take you out because you're better than regular, then deny me my chance. Ouch. Like, bro actually said ouch in the text. And then he goes on to say, let's just be honest, you're gonna be taken out by me and you're gonna love it. You're gonna be taken out by me and you're gonna love it. And then he proceeds to double down and says, and you know what the best thing about this is? You're gonna love it. With like a big old smiley face at the end. Like, how do people think this works? Like, do people genuinely just like think this kind of stuff will work? Like, you know, I've asked out women in my life. I've had my denials and I've had my yeses, right? The times I've been denied, I'm just like, cool, it is what it is. Have a great day. Like, it's not that hard. I'm not gonna be like, huh, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna take you out and you're gonna love it. No, bro, just there's millions of women. Move on. Don't look like a creep. It's not that hard. Trust me. It's not that hard. Like, bro, I don't understand how are you guys like, you know, doing this kind of stuff. Like, is there just like I get the whole like male loneliness epidemic thing that people are talking about, but before I went on this, I didn't think it was this bad because I've been scrolling through a lot of these. There's a lot of ones I wish I could have posted, but man, they're something else. So yeah, I wish I could have shown you guys. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. I wish I could have shown you guys some of the ones I've seen on here, but I don't want to get demonetized, so let's just not do that. But anyways, like I said, don't do this. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seatbelts for this one because this is a two-parter and I don't know what to say. This one's pretty rough. So these two people match on a dating app and he opens up saying, if you could have any fictional character in your life, who would it be? I wish I could have Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender in my life. That dude knows how to give some motivational speeches. Fair enough. Maybe if she's like an anime person, you know, this would be a good thing to start off with. Fair enough. And then I'm guessing she didn't reply for some time. And then he goes, why is your head shaped like a pear and your body is too? Like bro, maybe she's at work. Maybe she's just not want to be interested. And yeah, whatever. Cool. So she replies, why the fuck you shaped like a dumbass doofus? So then he replies, I kind of hate you. You did the basic chick thing where you match with a bunch of different guys and not even care about responding to them or anything. You realize that about 90 different shakes did the same thing to me and that's how every guy feels. I actually want to kill you. See, these are some guys I really think should be on some kind of watch list because, bro, if she didn't reply to you on a dating app, let it be. It is what it is. Who cares? You don't just, you know, message someone and be like, you didn't reply to me. I want to kill you. This will be the last thing you see before your eyes shut for eternity. And remember when I said that this is a two-parter? It gets a little even more crazy. So on the second part, he sends his next reply and it says, it feels like the same thing too. And I know I'm good looking. I was going to update my pictures because I've been working out every single day. I've been getting bruises on my arms because I've been pushing myself so much. But what do girls have to do? Put on makeup and get 1,000 different matches? I actually want to go on a killing spree because of women like you. You're almost about to break me. I'm actually speechless. Because like, yo, Okay, look at me for example, right? I'm not the biggest dude. Have I had problems getting women? No, I don't think so. As I said, I've had my rejections before. Fair enough. Everyone has their time. But bro, you can't just determine just, oh yeah, I work out as the only thing that's gonna make a woman fall for you. Like, oh my god, he works out. Have my babies. Like, you have to have the personality alongside it too. I think like the 4 main things that people really look out for is like, you know, physical attractiveness, their mental maturity, their humor, and just the way they put themselves together overall. If you're missing one of those 4, I can't even count. If you're missing one of those 4, the other 3 just collapse. You really got to have like everything at least to like a 6, 7 out of 10 on each one of those to really start, you know, showing yourself out there. Does that make sense? Anyways, like, I guarantee you literally just threaten this girl and then you're like, oh, I work out so much. Like, you think she's gonna be like, oh, he works out? Okay, I don't care if you want to kill me. I don't care if you want to, you know, put me in the back of your car and throw me in a lake. You said you work out. Have my babies. Like, bro, I guarantee the reason you're not getting these women is because you're borderline psychopath killer. Just saying. Maybe just a hunch. Who knows? But this is literally, you know, this is not how you get some woman. Okay, easy as that. For this next one, I just absolutely love this girl's reply because I literally would have probably said the exact same thing. So she gets a message from this guy who I'm assuming is in her class, and he goes, hey, you look gorgeous in class today. See? First part, not too bad. Could have been less creepy, but I mean, there's been worse out there, right? And then he goes on to immediately say after that, especially you're massive, you know. And then she didn't reply for a bit, so how does he do this? How does he do that 3 messages in a row? He goes, oi, bitch, I gave you a compliment. I just love that one. Like, just imagine just being, oi, bitch, I gave you a compliment. So then she goes on to reply, in what world is that a compliment? I agree. And then instead of even trying to, like, you know, defend himself, which he would still lose, but hey, I mean, if you can defend yourself, you know, do your thing, right? Instead he goes, can you send me nudes? So she replies, no. And then he goes and says, if you don't, I will kill myself and it will be your fault. So how does she reply? Do it. See, that's the same thing. If I was a girl and some guy said, send me some pictures or I'd kill myself, I'd be like, cool. Go ahead. Like, I would literally send them some, like, you know, Google thread of, like, you know, different techniques. Because, bro, there is no way that you think that threatening to unalive yourself is going to get you any kind of action from a woman. That is probably the last thing. You're better off doing what the other guy said and, like, being abusive to them. That would get you further than trying to actually say, you know, I'm gonna, you know, if you don't send me a picture. Like, how do you think that's gonna work? Please tell me. Has this worked for anyone? Let me know, please. So here we have it, guys. Here are some of the r/niceguys pictures on Reddit, and you can really see these nice guys are just killing the game. I swear they're just drowning in women right now. I'm gonna take up some of this advice and I'll let you know how it goes. But anyways, guys, if you're trying to get a woman, please don't do anything on this list. As I said, just be yourself, be nice to a degree. Don't be overly nice to the point that it's creepy. Just treat them how you treat any other person. Be respectful, be nice, help them out if needed, and keep your distance, keep your boundaries, and I'm sure you will find the right one. Don't be these guys, don't get yourself arrested, and don't get yourself put on an FBI watch list, please. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, helps me out a lot here on the channel. If you hit that like button, I will make sure you never get hit with a nice guy's DMs again. If you're a woman, if you're a guy, if you like this video, you'll get a million women. I guarantee it. Studies have shown if you like my videos, women just find you instantly hot. Don't blame me. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. My name is Scotty. Take care and have a great day.